You didn't hear this from me, but it's between you and Baron Blade that Triple H wants to push. Show him you deserve that pay-per-view spot more than Baron. What's up, YouTube? This is Matthews97, and welcome to episode 16 of Jett Storm's My Career Mode. We're here in January. It's Los Angeles, California, and tonight Jett Storm will go one-on-one with the real American Jack Swagger. So of course Jett Storm, he's back in the WWE here, and he's looking to get himself on a pay-per-view. He's got to impress Triple H. He's got to impress the Authority here tonight in this match with Jack Swagger, because believe it or not, Baron Blade, Baron Blade, he, after his rogue actions, after he was so out of line back in the Performance Center and the training session that they had where, Jett Storm got his first contract with the WWE. Baron Blade, he was a bit out of the line there, but I guess the WWE, they saw something in Baron Blade, and Blade appears to have, appears that he's made it to the WWE even faster than Jett Storm. I mean, we haven't exactly seen Baron Blade's progress, but apparently he's at about the same stage in his career as Jett Storm. Although I think Baron Blade may be a bit further on. So I mean, Jett Storm, he's gotta make a statement here tonight in this match with Jack Swagger. He's gotta be impressive. He has to do something that no one's ever seen before. I mean, he's gotta outshine Baron Blade, especially. Otherwise, he may not make it on a pay-per-view. So there's a lot of pressure on Jett Storm here tonight. Of course, he's back in the winning seat. He's been getting those victories after losing his first, his first four matches in the WWE were losses, 3 of which were to Rusev. Of course, he also lost the NXT Championship along the way. So Jett Storm, really, he was at the bottom of the abyss. He was at the bottom of the barrel in his career. But luckily, Jett Storm managed to turn his luck around. And he's got momentum on his side now, heading into this match with Jack Swagger. But of course, Jack Swagger, former World Heavyweight Champion, former United States Champion. So Jack Swagger, he's always going to be a threat. You got to keep an eye on this man. Former ECW champion as well, back when ECW was the WWE version of ECW, the WWE's ECW brand. But Swagger, nonetheless, was still ECW champion, so that's something he can add to his resume. So Jett Storm, he's going up against a former world champion here tonight. So he's gotta be on his game. He's gotta keep his, he can't let Jack Swagger. He can't underestimate him, because if he underestimates Jack Swagger, he's going to tap out to that Patriot Lock. Or he's going to get gut-wrench powerbombed straight to, well, I don't know. He's going to get powerbombed straight into the next month. But anyway, Jett Storm, he's got Swagger over there into the corner. There's a nice forearm to the face. And using the ropes to build some momentum as he hits a bulldog there. Nice move by Storm as he goes into the cover, but only a 1 count as Swagger powers out. But now look at Jett Storm. He's setting Swagger up. Drop kick right there, right to the chest of Jack Swagger, taking the real American down. And Jett Storm now, he's going to Irish whip Swagger over there into the corner. And look at this, a drop kick right to the face. But of course, at this point in the career mode, Jett Storm, he's looking to get himself on a pay-per-view. Not really, he doesn't really have any storylines booked for him right now. So he's still competing once a month in these kind of nonsense matches. Oh, look at Swagger. Storm was trying to hit him with a clothesline, but Swagger just popped right up and just threw his shoulder into Jett Storm, and Storm went flying. This is a huge opening for Jack Swagger right now. Jett Storm, he's got to do something to try to recover from that. But in the meantime, Swagger, he's going to take advantage. Beautiful move right there. Beautiful spinning fisherman suplex there from Swagger. And Jett Storm, he had to create some distance there. He had to separate himself from Jack Swagger a little bit. But now he takes him down. Snapmare elbow to the back of the head. And Jett Storm, he's now got him. And an elbow right to the face of Jack Swagger. Of course, Swagger's a very he's a very technical wrestler. He's a former amateur wrestler, so if it comes to a mat-based wrestling game, Jett Storm, there's no way he can win there. So Jett Storm's just going to have to rely purely on his speed and, you know, those powerful kind of strikes he can hit. He's got to hope to just daze Swagger long enough that he can put him down. But Swagger gut wrench, or should I say, that was not a gut wrench, that was a German suplex, if I can get my wrestling moves correct here. And now Swagger, a couple elbows to the side, and now look at Swagger. Swagger just mocking Jett Storm right now, just getting in a bit of a workout, just doing some push-ups on top of Jett Storm there. So Jett Storm, that's got to fire him up, but as we see Swagger, a clothesline, sending Jett Storm over the top rope, sprawling out to the floor. And right now Swagger's got the advantage, and he's in firm control. He's just kind of, you know, he was just bragging a bit earlier with those push-ups. It just shows a bit of the arrogance of Jack Swagger. I mean, his name is, he's Jack Swagger. He's got, you know, he's named that for a reason. He certainly has a lot of swagger and a lot of arrogance on his side. But, as I was saying, since this is that point in Jett Storm's career where it's just sort of meaningless matches, I'm going to try to kind of piece these together in a way that, I mean, if something's not important, it'll either not get shown, it won't get showcased, or it'll get very minimal showcase. But if I feel a match is pretty good, Shining Wizard right there to the back of the head of Swagger. But if I feel a match is pretty good, then I'm going to showcase it. As we can see right now, Jett Storm is looking to put Swagger away right now, and he hits it, the Eye of the Storm. And of course, there's a lot riding on this match for Jett Storm. The possibility to compete on a pay-per-view, cover, 2 count, Jett Storm got him. Jett Storm picks up the victory over the real American Jack Swagger. So there's a big victory for Storm. He gets a victory, a much-needed victory here tonight. I mean, now that he knows that Baron Blade is in the WWE, and he's looking to take Jett Storm's pay-per-view spot, Jett Storm, he's got to do whatever it takes to win. He's got to do whatever it takes to succeed. And Jett Storm, he just managed to do that here tonight. And he defeats Jack Swagger. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next week, or next month, I should say. Doing well in Superstars leads to a spot on a pay-per-view. Pay-per-views lead to championship matches. Do you want to be a champion? Or something along those lines. But anyway, tonight Jett Storm is going one-on-one with El Hondero. I can't remember if this was a tune-up or a dark match, but regardless, this is just kind of a bit of a showcase of what my potential editing style for these career modes are going to be when it gets to this point where it's just a bunch of meaningless matches. But right now, we're in the later stages. Jett Storm looking to put El Hondero away with the Eye of the Storm. He hits the cutter, and that's going to do it. 1, 2, 3. So Jett Storm, not only did he get the victory over Swagger in January, he gets the February victory over El Hondero. And now we can finally join a pay-per-view. However, for now, Jett Storm can only select 3. So it is time to choose which pay-per-views we are most interested in. So right away, taking a look, we can't go to Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, or SummerSlam. So I was debating whether or not to kind of space these out, try to throw them all together and just kind of get all the storylines, there, or if I should try to space them out a little bit. So I decided to go with Payback, Battleground, and Survivor Series. So this way, Jett Storm, he can compete on one of the big 4 pay-per-views, but at the same time, if we throw together Battleground and Payback right there, then I can kind of splice some storylines together. And then at the same time, when I'm editing things, if it gets to like the grinding points, then I can just easily set one of those up as a grinding episode, and the other, you know, all the storylines can kind of fit in together, as opposed to the 2 of them kind of clashing, and then I get kind of confused on how I want to edit an episode. But there was another victory for Storm over Jack Swagger in the month of March. So that takes us up to Extreme Rules, maybe, or maybe it's just WrestleMania. But anyway, Jett Storm, he gets the victory over Swagger there. And now we gotta, oh, here we go. Jett Storm, I need a superstar to step in at the next pay-per-view. I have my doubts about you, though. What should we do about this now? So Jett Storm, we're in May. and he's ready. He could potentially compete at Payback. His pay-per-view debut coming soon.